ATK in this thing, TKG type of fucking.
ATK in this thing, TKG, what is good with y'all, man? Listen, y'all see the title, y'all know exactly what we're getting into, man. So Complex made a list of the top 20 rappers in their 20s. So basically, this would be a good indication of what the future looks like for rap, because you know rap can't really hinge on Drake and Kendrick and Cole and Nicki, too much longer, right? Gotta branch out at some point. So when we look at this list, right, I'm critiquing every single person on this list, every single person. Number 20, we got Cash Cobain. We already have a very, very big problem. Because if Cash Cobain is looking like he's about to be one of the best rappers in the future, I mean, if they're talking about just for right now, then sure. Cash Cobain has a nice little record out. You know, he's been on Double XL. So yeah, sure. At this time of recording, he is having some mode of success in 2024. But if I looked at this list and said, these are the rappers that we should be depending on to keep rap afloat in the future, Cash Cobain is not someone I look at and say, rap is about to be in very nice hands. No. His style is very reminiscent of a Cardi or a Cochise or a Lil Uzi Vert. One of them guys, the quick little bullshit flow where they just say anything on a really nice beat. He's also a producer too, so that's good. That is how he keeps his stake in the rap game, making beats for other people. Because rapping, not gonna lie to you, some producers, they try the rap thing out and yeah, it ain't good. All right, just keep making beats, bro. 19, we got Jack Harlow. Very surprising how they have him so low on this list. So very low. Jack Harlow, in my personal opinion, is already a superstar. He's already had top 10 hits, been on award shows and have had good standings there. He's gotten he's a pretty controversial, not really controversial, I don't really know the word for it, polarizing, there we go. Very polarizing artist to where, people either really like him or they really can't stand him. And I'm not gonna lie to you, most of the people that can't stand him really can't stand him because he's a white rapper, on top. Or really he's just because he's white. But Jack Harlow, for the most part, I don't really have a problem with. He makes some pretty nice quality music. He's a pretty good artist, doesn't have a douchey attitude, he's a pretty relatable, cool guy. Not really relatable anymore because, he's rich and, he has a status that only some of us could dream of having. But Jack Harlow, in my personal opinion, definitely shouldn't be 19 on this list. 18, Bossman D-Lo. No. I'm sorry, man. Look, we base this off of who's been having nice years this year and all that stuff. Cool, whatever. Fine. Okay. Baby Keem at 17. Baby Keem being at 17 is also pretty ridiculous. I mean, I'm just basing this off of how the top 5 looks. Baby Keem is another one of those guys that, he's got a flow that's pretty similar to Cash Cobain's. Not too much, but Baby Keem on some occasions can go the party, song route. And then on other occasions, he will break out and he will actually rap. He will actually give you some, he will have some talent on these songs. So he's pretty good, okay? NBA Youngboy at 16 is very surprising. Like, honestly, we were basing this off of what, Complex? Were you doing this? Were you really ranking this? Or were you just picking 20 people? Because I'm not NBA Youngboy's biggest fan. Not by a stretch. But having him 16 is a choice. It's definitely a choice. NBA Youngboy has definitely had that megastar kind of feel to him at times. Not so much right now, but at times, yes. NBA YoungBoy has looked like he is one of the top 10 rappers in the rap game. He usually has that mystique about him, and really he's maintained a pretty big fan base, so I can't really sit here and say that mystique has fully disappeared. The NBA YoungBoy is still one of the clear-cut, most promising futures, much more promising than a lot of rappers that you have ahead of him. Not gonna lie to you. Like 15, Sexy Red. They put Sexy Red on this list, I have to say, just based off of popularity and the landscape today. Sexy Red may have been the inspiration behind them doing this list. Probably. It's nuts to me, right? You got Sexy Red on here. It's crazy how they have Sexy Red on here. They don't have Coi Leray. They don't have Ice Spice. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's crazy. Ice Spice. Damn, complex hold you, Ice Spice. That's crazy. That's really, really crazy. Sexy Red, in my personal opinion, she fits. I'm not gonna sit here and hate on her too much. She fits. If you're talking about as of 2024, 2023, 2024, sure, she fits. It makes sense. We're talking about for the future. Sexy Red has a expiration date over her head, and it may not be this year. Next year, 2026, I'm telling you right now. Sexy Red, she's giving you everything that she can give. The fun is almost over with her. You know, you're gonna get it's just like with Ice Spice. You got a few more party anthems, and they were fun for the time. And then you realize that the topic matter wasn't changing, the beats weren't changing. You were just listening to the same song. That's Sexy Red. Nothing's changing with her. The beats don't change. You know, it's not gonna last, all right? I've seen this type of thing before. Sexy Red is gonna have her time in the sun. She's gonna enjoy her, all this and make her money and everything like that. But then it's just all gonna fall flat and everything's just gonna disappear. It's how it is. It's how it works. After her, it's V's. I can't tell you too much about V's, so I'm gonna skip him for now. Doechii is an interesting one. I honestly feel like they put her on here because of her album. She does have a pretty bright future. I can't lie to you. She does give me a mystique about her that says that she will be a mainstream superstar and or megastar, honestly, because she does have that look to her to where she has that style to where she could be one of those female rappers that actually, has substance and can be versatile and also be on top because she understands the formula. Like Doechii is she's an attractive woman. And she uses that attraction to her advantage while also showcasing some sort of skill. So, yeah, it works. She's kind of like Glorilla in that regard. Glorilla looks amazing. But yeah, Doechii, she 100% has that mystique that says, oh yeah, she's going to be here for a while, especially if TDE treats her well. So Doechii has a promising future, if TDE focuses in on her and makes sure that she's a focal point of their label because she does have a lot of talent. She could bring a lot of eyes to that label, her and SZA. 12, we have Ken Carson. How Ken Carson made it and not Destroy Lonely is beyond me. That's shocking to me. That's very surprising to me, honestly. But what kills me is number 11 being Lil Uzi Vert. Lil Uzi Vert is at 11. Lil Uzi Vert is apparently just as good as Ken Carson. Oh man, megastar Lil Uzi Vert, the man that has made classics. Really good albums, because he's a little too young to have classics. But then again, yes, he's been here for a while. He garnered his attention 2015, 2016, and ever since then, he has not lost any attention. Yes, he hasn't really dropped any music as of late, but when he does, he retains. He gets all that attention back and garners even more. Hell, Lil Uzi Vert might have one of the most annoying fan bases still in rap. And that's indicative of the just outright talent that he has. So to sit here and say that he's just as good as Ken Carson, somebody that hasn't really done shit in the rap industry yet, and won't do shit because he stays in fucking trouble. Him and Destroy Lonely are just that whole fucking little label that Playboy Carti has. He just he knows how to sign them, boy. He does. I mean, damn. I'm not gonna list the crimes and the fucked up stuff, but them boys, they have some problems. All right. Chief Keef at 10. Chief Keef, I'm not gonna lie to you. I keep forgetting that Chief Keef is still in his fucking 20s. He's just, it seems like he's been out since like the early 2000s. But nah, Chief Keef. I mean, anything that you could say about him now, you've said it before. Chief Keef is a pillar in rap. He's the reason why a lot of rappers sound the way that they do. Having him 10 on here is actually very impressive because Chief Keef could have just been one of them rappers that just faded off. He has a project out that honestly has garnered some pretty positive attention. I haven't listened to it yet, but I see nothing but good things said about it. And that's really because Chief Keef is one of the few rappers that maintains everybody's respect. He's one of the few rappers that really nobody hates on. Everybody likes Chief Keef, how it seems. It's a little suspicious even. And I'll make a video about that later. But number 9, Lil Baby. It was a time where Lil Baby probably would have been number 1 on this list. Had they made this in 2020, he probably would have been number 1 here. Or at least in the top 5. But the fact that Lil Baby is not in the top 5 on this list, and he had the years that he had, I mean, that 2020 year, 2021, even 2022, he was very big. He had a very nice mystique around him. He had a very aura, I should even say. He had a mega star aura, and he still kind of maintains it. But people have really slowed down on him. People catching up to how his songs really don't, change really. Same beat, same topic matter, same flow, same everything. Like, he doesn't really switch it up too much. It worked because at the time, he was not a new sound, but a reinvigorated sound. He really, in 2020, was rapping like he had something to prove, and he truly did, and it worked. And he was one of the best rappers out at the time. And not to say that he can't do that again. It's clearly slowed down. Lil Yachty being number 8 is interesting, to say the very fucking least. It's interesting because Yachty, I feel like, is on here for the noise he's been making, not the music. His music is on and off. People either really, really like it or they really can't stand it. He had an experimental album that he dropped that had a lot of nice reviews. And then, he goes from doing that to dropping something just unlistenable. It varies with Lil Yachty. He has the potential to be one of the best in the game, but he also has the potential to be one of the most overrated and one of the worst. It's crazy how many ranges he has, because he has that voice to where he could just make something just god awful. But number 8, him ahead of really a lot of the people. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. Yes, I'd have Lil Yachty ahead of Cash Cobain. I wouldn't have him ahead of Jack Harlow. I would have him ahead of Boss Man. I would have him ahead of Baby Keem. I wouldn't have him ahead of NBA Youngboy. I really actually wouldn't have him ahead of Sexy Red, to be very honest with you. I wouldn't. I don't know too much about these, so I can't comment on that. I would have him ahead of Adochi. I would have him ahead of Ken Carson. I wouldn't have him ahead of Lil Uzi Vert or Chief Keef or Lil Baby. Lil Yachty should be on this list, but he shouldn't be that high on this list. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do this list, and I'm going to make a list of 20 rappers in their 20s, because this is crazy. Okay, no way. No way they did this based off of all types of other things combined. They can't say it's skill, because we're about to get to that reason why. Number 7, Glorilla. Glorilla, I'm not gonna lie to you, she is one of the most disrespected rappers I have seen in quite some time. I mean, it's not too crazy to have her lower than Lotto. Lotto is a mega star. She's doing very good right now. Lotto deserves all the love that she gets. Who's actually ahead of her on this list. So I can talk about them both, kind of. Glorilla has not only maintained the megastar aura that she has, she's accelerated it. Since she's been found out about, she's done nothing but improve and enhance. She's done nothing but get better. And her popularity is growing at a fast rate. Not too long from now, Glorilla will have probably one of the most annoying fan bases in the rap industry, and the fan base will have a name. But she would have earned that because she has talent. She's one of the few that, like, she has talent. She has tons of talent. Tons and tons of talent. It's crazy. I like her. I really do like her. She's my favorite female rapper for sure. But 7 on this list, beneath the people that she's beneath, like everyone that we've talked about, Glorilla I'd have higher than everybody except Lil Uzi Vert and Jack Harlow. That's it. She's higher and better than everyone else. And I'd even put her, I actually have her higher than the next person on this list, Lotto. Lotto is a weird case because I think that she can be a megastar. I think she is a megastar. But I also see something, like she just has that look to her that says she's going to do something controversial and it's all going to go to waste. But she does have skill. She does have talent. I do like Lotto as well. Not as much as I like Glorilla. I have too much respect for Lotto. For Glorilla. Lotto is good too. She's talented. You know, she will maintain some sort of high hold in rap. But having her higher than Glorilla, it's questionable. I understand it though. But she's definitely earned her spot in the top 10. Yeet at 5. Yeet, I don't know. I actually don't know. Does he deserve a top 10 spot? That's debatable. Does he deserve to be here? Yes, he does. I would not have him higher than Glorilla. I will say that. I think Glorilla is having a better career than Yeet. Yeet is good. He has that glow to him too. He has that, no pun intended. He has that glow to him. He has that look. He has that feel. But is he a megastar? Is he somebody that I feel like is going to stick around for the next 5 years? That's what the future is to me. The next 5 years. Because in 5 years, we're looking at 2029. Will any of these rappers stick around? I'll answer that question when we get to number 1. Yeet, I personally feel like is somebody that is teeter-tottering on his time running out. But at the same time, I feel like he is somebody who has got a nice foothold in the rap industry. Because his sound is pretty unorthodox, is different. And so he will definitely have his he has his own aesthetic. And that's what I feel like people like about him. Not the rapping itself, but the aesthetic and who he is and what he looks like and how he acts. Same as Cardi. Next we have Megan Thee Stallion. Just based off of how she started versus now, Megan Thee Stallion probably has the brightest future of anybody on this list. I can't lie. She is going to be here for a long time. It's not even a question. She's going to be here for a long time. She will. Having her number 4 on this list, it's a little puzzling because Central C, while I do understand, yeah, he deserves it. He definitely deserves it because in the UK, Central C is the biggest rapper. He is the best. He is 100% clear cut the best. Here in the US, he has competition. Central C being number 3, I get it. I understand it. Does he deserve to be higher than Megan Thee Stallion? It's debatable. It's very debatable. Does Megan Thee Stallion deserve to be higher than Glorilla? I believe so. I think so. Yes. Um, Doja at 2 also makes a lot of sense. When Doja Cat decides to drop music, she is the biggest female rapper, bar none. She is the best. There's nothing that stops Doja Cat from being the absolute best female rapper. Nothing. She could go on a rant and tell everybody that she believes in Satan and she's his biggest follower, and that she wish she could go back in time and suck Hitler's dick, and Jews are bad and black people all suck. You know, she hates black people and white people. There should be more white supremacists out here, and she's a Trump supporter. She had an affair with Donald Trump, and she's best friends with Trump and all that shit. Gotta use Trump's name because that's a motherfucker that can ruin your career right there. Make or break it too. Yeah, for sure. She can do all that shit. You know what her fan base won't do? They won't turn their backs on her. They won't. They will not. The Doja Cat, 100%. When I do make the list, you'll know. And there's a spoiler. She has the most delusional fan base ever. Of all time. Actually, probably number 3. Most delusional fan base ever. Because next to K-pop fans and Nicki Minaj fans, it's hard. It's hard, okay? Well, K-pop fans, Nicki Minaj fans, and Taylor Swift fans, it's hard to tell you who has a more delusional fan base. Because they'll commit war crimes for them fucking artists. They will. Yeah, Doja Cat, does she deserve this spot? She definitely does. Actually, technically, I'd probably have her number 1 on this list. I would. Because number 1 being Playboi Carti, Playboi Carti deserves to be here. He does. As a matter of fact, I'm going to tell you who he deserves to be over. He deserves to be over Cash Cobain. He does not deserve to be over Jack Harlow. He deserves to be over Boss Man, Baby Keem, NBA Youngboy. Is actually close with them two. He deserves to be over Sexy Red, V's, Doechii, Ken Carson. He does not deserve to be over Lil Uzi Vert. I'm not gonna lie to you. In no stage of his career ever has Playboi Carti been better than Lil Uzi Vert. I will say that again. In no stage of Playboi Carti's career has he ever been better than Lil Uzi Vert. Now, did I say that Lil Uzi Vert just absolutely washes him? No. Because I won't lie to you, in some phases of Lil Uzi Vert's career and Playboi Carti's careers, they kept it close. Like the self-titled days, yes, I will say it was close. But after that, no, not even a fucking competition. Not even comparable. It's not close. Lil Uzi Vert is better all the time. So yes, Lil Uzi Vert, he's better than Carti. Chief Keef, Carti will go over Chief Keef. I'll say that too. Lil Baby's going over Carti. Carti's going over Yachty. Carti is not going over Glorilla. He's not going over Lotto. He's right there neck and neck with Yeet, in my personal opinion. He's not going over Megan. He's not going over Central C. He's not going over Doja Cat. Carti, when he drops, he has tons of attention on him. Tons. Lots. For the time being. And Carti is another rapper who I feel has a fan base that loves his aesthetic. And they're also delusional. Because when a Whole Lot of Red dropped, right? Everyone loved it. Everyone's listening to it. It took Whole Lot of Red a year to get a gold certification. It took a year. The craze and the absolute fanfare that album got on social media, and everyone was saying, oh, this is life-changing album, is amazing, and gold in a year. Gold in 1 year. Nowhere on the Billboard 200 today. It wasn't really on the Billboard 200 after a year either. A year to sell 500,000 units. A year. I don't know if it's platinum yet or whatever the case may be. Cardi might be too lazy to do his certifications, whatever. If that's the case, then fine. I'm sure someone will be fast to tell me, oh no, the label, they don't. Yeah, okay, all right, just save it. Put your lips back on Cardi's dick. Don't talk to me. I don't want to smell that. It's kind of crazy, okay? Complex, Rolling Stone, you know, Cardi, he gets treated like he's Michael Jackson, basically. Anything he does is mysterious. We're waiting. You got NBA teams tweeting, oh, Cardi, where's the album? You know, he's got this Kendrick Lamar kind of fucking presence to him, but he just doesn't have the talent. Cardi's next album, it needs to sell in the first week too. This is what I'm saying. Cardi's album, for me to sit here and say that he deserves this spot, Cardi needs to sell 200,000 first fucking week for me to say that he deserves this spot. It just honestly seems like Playboy Cardi's aesthetic is a little overdrawn. It kind of is. He deserves to be here. He no doubt deserves to be on this list. But number one tells me that he's had nothing short of a Hall of Fame career. And he definitely has Hall of Fame love. But a Hall of Fame career is cutting it very close to delusion. So, yes, I will say personally, I wanna make a rating. I want to do a rating or a ranking of this exact same thing, and that might be one of the next videos that y'all get. Because personally, I do believe that you know, some of these are in the wrong order. Although it's their opinion, so I can't say their opinion is wrong, but I can't say their opinion is ignorant because Complex, you know, y'all got some knuckleheads in there. I can't lie. Yeah, I'm gonna do my own ranking to this, and I will make it unbiased. One thing that I will say, people that you will see on the list, you will see Cardi, you will see Doja Cat, you will see Central C, you will see Megan, you will see Lotto, you will see Glorilla, you will see Lil Baby, you will see Uzi, you know, them guys. So just in different orders though. Just in different orders. So y'all tell me how y'all feel about this list, man, because honestly, it looks crazy to me. I can't sit here and speak too much on them because, again, it's their opinion. You know, just like any YouTuber out here or content creator, you have your opinion. You get to speak on what you want to speak on. Nobody should look at you and be like, oh, y'all just stupid. And, you know, sometimes, you know, you can look at these lists and say, oh, it's rage bait or it's for engagement. I don't think they did that here. They might have with Cardi being number one, but I don't know. But I'm gonna get started on that, and that video will come out soon. Y'all see that I'm back. I've been dropping videos left and right, so you know y'all shouldn't have this problem for me in a while. But beyond any case, man, vibe, have a good time, and I'll see y'all later, man. TKG, peace out.
Get bad shit, dirty old twat. 69 assholes tied in a knot.